Bueno, pues, aquí a quick video de la Cherokona. Yeah, Agustin. Probably people are like, damn, this was recorded in an old ass Jeep that looks beat up. Hello, verga, es mía. Dice el vato del real estate, what's your dream car? One that's paid off. ¿Entiendes? It is true, you know, like, pues no lo debo nada en este. Obviously, it's an old Jeep. Pero ahí va, poco a poco va quedando. La neta, I don't plan on selling this Jeep because they're hard to find clean, and I mean this is pretty clean. I did pay a little overpriced because the car market was a little bit up, but I mean it has no rust, it has no overheating issues. It does sometimes get over like a tick under a 210, but once I get going it goes down, so that's a good sign, you know. That means the cooling is working. The only thing is that they did swap the cooling system. Damn, look at this interior though. They did swap the cooling system to I think it's an open loop system instead of a closed loop. I guess, I mean it does have its little details, but instead of a closed system, I don't know if it's called a closed loop, because I mean it won't loop if it's closed, right? I need to get a better phone. This one's okay, but checking out my haircut and shit. La Cherokona. Sheesh. Pero la neta, jala bien. I never had like overheating issues, just like that my transmission was fucked. My transmission mount was messed up, and my engine mounts. So when they were like completely gone, the whole engine moved forward and hit my radiator, and then I bought a new one. I bought a new radiator not knowing my transmission mount was messed up or my engine mounts. Then I replaced it, took it out for a test drive, and boom, the same thing happened. And then y luego, well, I replaced the engine mounts. Bro, I was struggling so fucking much. And then I got that done, and then I couldn't find, like, I ordered a transmission mount from Amazon. It didn't fit, so I have it there at the house. I couldn't return it. And then I bought like 2 different ones from AutoZone that I returned because it didn't fit. It wasn't the same mount style. And then I kept looking for like 3 months. I kept looking at eBay, Jags, Summit Racing, and I had ordered it from Jags, like 2 on accident. And then I waited, like, they had given me a ship date, which was like the 7th of, like, I don't remember what month, like 2 months ago. And then I called them the day before. I was like, because then I couldn't find the tracking or anything. And then I called them, and then they're like, oh, it's like back ordered and manufacturing, this and that. It's gonna be like a month wait. I was like, all right, cool. And then I waited that month, and I called them again, and then they're like, oh, it's still like gonna be a wait and this and that. I was like, all right. So I just canceled that order, and then I found a seller selling it on eBay. God damn, look at this. And then I found a seller on eBay, and it was the same deal. No tracking number, not anything. And then after the month, I told him, and he told me the same thing. So I was like, you know what, just refund me my money. And then started looking for used ones, and I found a used one, but it's not in the greatest condition. So I might have to replace it soon again. or keep looking for a used one. And or I'm just gonna have to like invent my own mount with that same bracket, because it's the rubber thing that messes up. Which I feel like my brother gave me the idea to use like E46 transmission mount bushings, which are like some circle ones, and just like put them there. That might work. But the only thing is that the first transmission mount that I had, one of the bolts snapped off, so I can't. I mean, I could test it out in theory on that to see if I can make it work, but um, I would have to wait until, not wait, but if that works, I'm gonna have to take off the transmission mount that's on the car currently and modify that one, since it has all 4 bolts that go through the cross member. Eh, that's where I'm at right now. Um, I think that's like my biggest issue that I need to figure out, the transmission mount, because it's hard to find. And then I'll worry. I mean, and then I need to change my suspension too. I already have the leaf springs. I just need to buy the shocks and the springs. And then my battery bracket. So, I mean, I feel like the suspension could wait a little bit. I really want to get a good transmission mount. So if you guys know how to modify or adapt another transmission mount from another Jeep to my 5-speed Pidgeot 510 or something like that, I would truly appreciate it, because I don't really know too much. I mean, I watched Waymid and he told me that transmission is ass, that it's made out of glass. And but yeah, I mean, that's a little update on the Jeep. I'll probably put like some cinematics. But yeah, I mean, I love driving it. I thought I was gonna not not remember too much driving stick, but I mean, it's pretty easy. I love driving stick, even though, I mean, the car's not fast, but it feels sketchy at fucking 65. You're like, holy shit. But I mean, it's a nice car, It's a Jeep. It does Jeep things. Pero ahí estamos, plebes. I don't know if I should talk Spanish or English on the channel. Um, but yeah, Spanglish. Está machín. Ahí se andan paseando los viejones. A gusto.